Hi guys. Okay, today, well, I had a big plan to do a big canvas with, it was going to be like a beach themed pour with 2 separate pours in it, but my kids have brought home this lovely cold bug from school, so I have not been feeling all that great. So it's going to be a much more simplistic pour today. We'll do the beach pour next week, hopefully. First, I want to show you the paintings from the other day. So you can see they turned out, they might be a little busier because they still, like in here, kind of bloomed a little bit more. You see the cells that came up. But I mean, this color in here is just so pretty. And these veins are just unbelievable. They're so cool. And I have no earthly idea how I got them. So this is like the third time ever I've gotten them. So purely by accident. I could probably use the exact same colors again and probably not get the veins, but I will try that at a later date, see if I can get them again. But as you can see, it dried, still have all the cells, dried the same way as when we left it, so that was a pretty successful pour. I was happy with that one. So, and then this one was the little Pac-Man. You still got the little Pac-Mans in there, but the cells kind of bloomed a little bit more. They got a little bit bigger. So the painting turned out pretty cool, considering I didn't have enough paint for the whole pour. But still, it's still pretty, and it still looks like, you know, when I left it. So it looks cool. I'm happy with that one. I'll show it to you again later, in a week or two after I varnish them. I usually wait about a week to varnish them so that the paint can really, really dry really well. They varnish a lot easier that way. So. Thank you for my new sponsors since last time. I have a couple, so I'm totally excited about that. So thanks everybody for watching. And see my corner catcher. Isn't that cool? Look at this area right in here. Wouldn't you love to keep your corner catcher? There's always prettier cells on your corner catcher, I swear. So anyway, today I've got 4 colors. I'm going to go without white today. And actually, I think I've only done that like a few times, and I don't know why, but it never turned out very well. But so I'm going to use the cheap paints again today because I really like them, and they're totally cheap. So we're going to go with the Apple Barrel. This one's Granite Gray. This one, Granite Gray. This is sort of what I'm going to use for my white, really. And then we've got Pavement, which is this really pretty gray. I mean, it's just... for gray, it's a beautiful gray. And then for this color right here, I mixed Bimini Blue and Cloudless. These are like my 2 favorite colors in this brand. And then, of course, same color from the other day, Wild Iris. I love this color. I'm pretty sure that this color is transparent. And I'm pretty sure that the Cloudless and the Bimini Blue are opaque. I have no idea about the 2 grays. I haven't used those before. I've never used gray before, so, but it's a pretty color palette, I think. I've never done something that's quite muted with the grays before, so we'll see how this turns out. I've already put my silicone in. I put it in the purple. I did not put any in the gray. I put some in the blue, and then I put some in the really, really dark gray. So, let's get started. Really don't know which color to start with today. If you start with the dark gray, it's going to come out, the whole painting is probably going to come out darker because the gray is the one that's going to come out last, and it's going to sort of cover over everything. So I'm not sure I really want to use it. So I think we'll just start off with the real simple, no silicone, Granite Gray. And then we'll go with the Wild Iris. Oh, let me put it where you can see it, of course. Let's do some of this Pavement. I'm really worried this is just going to be this giant gray mess. And when you mix turquoise and purple and gray, what do you think you're going to get? You're probably going to get a mess, but you never know. I think they're really pretty together, so we'll see. I love the Wild Iris, of course. And this beautiful turquoisey blue, so pretty. And I really like that dark gray. Let's go with some more of that. That looks like plenty. So You'll have to excuse me. I have this lovely cold from my kids, so, you know, when school starts, that's what you get. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, look at all that dark gray. Oh no. Not what I had planned. But maybe some of that will pour off. Maybe the other colors will come up through it. I hope. Oh my gosh, look how dark that whole thing is. But you can kind of see some cells popping up. So I think what we'll do is we'll take the torch to it immediately and see what comes up. And you can already see like the turquoise coming up through there, so you never know. It could turn out awesome. I hope. Don't hold it down too close to your paint. I saw somebody today, they like were torching their paint and like the fire was hitting the paint. And I've accidentally done that several times. And what happens is you get this film on your paint, and so when it dries, it leaves that film on there, and it looks really bad. So, you know, keep it like where you can actually just keep your hand under it. About right here is where I can keep my hand. So, you know, my little torch, 4 or 5 inches above it's good. Okay, let's see. This is not looking promising. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm even going to need a corner catcher for this, because this is just boring. Oh, that dark gray just took over everything. And I'm going to pour off all my pretty turquoise and purple. No! Oh my goodness. Well, maybe once we pour off some of this gray, like, see, the purple's coming in through there, and the turquoise is starting to come through. So once we thin it out a little bit, hopefully it'll. Alright. Looks kind of like outer space. You can kind of see all those little air bubbles popping. You see the turquoise coming up through there. So, I don't know. This one's... Oh, I really don't like this at all. Wow, this is like the first time I've done a pour where I've wanted to, like, throw it in the trash immediately. See if we can get that corner. I really want some more of that purple. That is so boring. Wow, look at that. Ugh. And all the cells went all over the place. I better not. I'm going to end up dripping, and it's going to look even worse than it already does. Okay. That was totally unsuccessful pour. But, oh well, you know. You learn. Oh, I wanted some more of that purple. Man. Where did it all go? Shoot. Okay, well, we know in the future that dark, whatever that was, pavement color is probably transparent because it's sitting all on the top. Well, let's let me wipe my hands off and we'll torch it again and see what comes up. Okay. Ugh. Now I look like a mine worker with all this gray all over my head. Oh, this is so ugly. Oh, come up. Something pretty. Look at all these little speckles. It's like somebody went, pah. Or like somebody coughed all over it. Well, if you like dark, you're going to love this painting. But I'm really not fond of it. I really want some more of that purple coming through. You can kind of see in these little turquoise cells, the purple's like kind of coming up through the center. So maybe if we keep putting heat on it, it'll bring it up. There's like a threshold. You heat it and heat it and heat it until you don't burn it. So like I said, get that film on there, and I don't know, why am I getting all these little cells all of a sudden? I really don't like the way these cells kind of go weird looking. I don't like that. I like the nice round ones, but look, I mean, they're like popping, all the little ones are popping up everywhere, so I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Really dark. Grim Reaper, I like it. Oh, where's my purple? I really kind of just want to and just wipe it all off. But it's kind of neat. I'm kind of starting to dig it. I don't know though. What do you think? Y'all, if you subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment under the video so I can give you a shout out and say, hey, thanks a lot. Because I have no idea who my first few subscribers are. Because unless you like put your notifications public, nobody can see, you know, that you're the one that subscribed. So I have no idea. So I can't say, hey, Mr. Smith, thank you. So y'all let me know, you know, you subscribe to me, you're important to me. So let me know who you are. Let's see if we can get some purple come up here. I see a little bit in there, but it just looks like a giant rock. But look at that. That's kind of cool. I forget there's a little switch on there that I don't have to hold down that button. Okay, I think that's about it. I'm thinking that's about it, people. So, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about this one. Look, there's like a little spaceship right here. It's like the Jetsons right through here. You see that? Like going off that way. Not really seeing too much else here. Okay. Well, I've got two little bitty squares over there. Let's move this one out of the way and try and do maybe like a negative space pour. I don't know. I'm trying to decide whether I want to do the dark color as the negative space or the light color, the light gray. I don't know. And people, when you set your torch off to the side, this little thing gets so freaking hot. I've burned my hand on it and blistered my hand on it several times. So make sure when you set it off to the side, you set it way off to the side because, trust me, it's not funny. I mean, it kind of is because you were stupid and you set it where you could like touch it, but still, it's really not funny. So, oh, let's see. We'll do a dark. We'll pour the dark on first. Ooh, I had some turquoise in there. Where did that come from? I don't know. Okay, I love these little squares. They're like maybe like 4 inches by 4 inches. And they're just fun to do. You know, when you have some leftover paint, just have some little squares that are already like painted with some white gesso or some white paint so that it'll stick. Look, there's like a stripe through here. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know where that came from. It's like not part of the paint. Okay, so make sure you get it all covered. And half that's still going to end up pouring off. And every time I try and do a negative space, it ends up being like 4% negative space, and the rest of it is actually paint because I always pour way too much through the center, and all my negative space goes away. But, okay. So we've got it covered in gray. I don't want to use that cup. I mean, it's kind of pretty, but it's got kind of a mess inside of it. So let's do some, oh, I don't know. We'll do some, maybe purple. Some purple first. Oops, I got 2 cups there. I don't want to get both of them messy. And then we'll do some gray, some of the real pale gray. And then maybe some of that beautiful turquoise. And let's do just a touch more purple through there. We don't need a whole lot, but in order for it to kind of mix up and look real cool, let's do it from up high. Okay, there we go. Now, let's take a stick, give it a swirl, just because when you pour it, it doesn't really, since you have such a small area that you're pouring on, it doesn't really mix very well. Okay, so let's just do this. I'm going to pour it corner to corner. And see, look, I have all that paint left and nothing to do with it. So I'm going to have to pour it onto, let's pour it onto here. Woo! Okay, I don't even know if you're in the shot. So let's move this one over. I don't think this one's going to turn out very interesting. But, oh well. You know, you don't ever get anything interesting if you don't try, right? Well, I mean, it's kind of pretty. Oh, look at that. There we go. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. Now, let's see if we can do something with this. Because this one did not. Oh no, this one's not at all interesting. Well, we'll leave it like that, maybe. Okay, not at all interesting. So what should we do with it? Pour it off, maybe? Let's pour it off. Let's pour some of it off anyway. Oh, it's just getting worse. Just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I have no idea what to even do with that. Okay, so let's... I'll do this and see if we can get anything interesting to come of it. I don't know. Okay, that's really looking bad. That one looks kind of cool, if y'all can see it. I don't even know if I'm in the shot anymore. Alright, let's pull that off. That just looks bad. So you can see that. I don't want to drip in the other one, because I do that all the time. I drip in it and then I'm like, oh no! Ruin a painting, and then you gotta go scrape it out, and then... Okay, well this is just totally not looking cool at all. So let's see, what can we do with it? We can pour some more paint over it, maybe? I don't know. We could try and do a swipe. I'm terrible. I almost said the S word. I'm terrible at swipes. So let's just try it, right? What can it hurt? Yeah, I talked to somebody else today about swiping. I was like, I'm really bad at this, and you're really good at this. So, you know, help me figure out how to be better at this. Okay, I have no idea where my thing went to. So I don't even know how to do this. Oh, let's use a corner catcher. Okay, let's not touch that painting. I need to fire that one. Okay, this is what happens when you have two things going at the same time. Oh, look at those pretty little cells. And since it's a little bitty painting, little cells are cool. Look at that. That actually turned out very pretty. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm happy with that one. Even though it wasn't at all what I kind of planned for. Look at the... I like that pale gray. It's nice and muted. Oh, it looks so pretty. Look at that. Alright, that's it for that one. So let's leave that one alone. Let's get that corner right there, because the corner is not... Can't see the other corner. I'm going to stick my head in there. Okay, let's do the swipe really quick. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm terrible. Like I said, I'm terrible with this. So. Nope. 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 I don't think I got enough paint off. Let's torch it and see what happens. See, I told you I was terrible at this. I cannot get it, no matter what I try. Maybe I need to scrape more paint off. Maybe it's too much black, I don't know. I think it all just kind of mixed in there. Okay, unsuccessful. So, let's move this one out of the way. This is what I do when I have pours that do not work. Take that, smack it into your paint. Sometimes you get a crappy result, and sometimes it turns out really cool. If you yank it up really quick. I don't know, that dark gray is just kind of taking over everything. So, not completely successful. I don't know what to do with that one. Let's put that over there. It's okay. It's too dark down through here. See if we can get some of that to come off there, maybe? No, that's not working. So try this. I have all this paint left over. I don't know what to do with it. So, a little bit of that. I don't know if you can even see this. Shoot, I hope you can see this. I'm just making a big mess with it. Okay, let's put some of that pale in there. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to smack it down. See what happens. Blah. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's cool. That's a keeper. Look at the paper. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that, look at that. Let's fire that, see if we can get some. I'm such a mess. My torch is going to get stuck on the on position because I got so much paint on it. Okay, this you got to kind of be careful. Don't get too close to your hand because it does get hot quickly. Yeah, it's not really doing much of anything, but it still looks kind of cool. Alright, I think I'm just going to leave that alone. Okay, so, maybe a keeper. Look at the paper. I don't know if you can see it. Get up there and see if you can see it. Well, you can see some of it. I have so much paint left over. I need to do something else with it. Oh, look at the cells. Okay, what to do. I don't even know. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll figure out what to do with this mess. Okay, I'm back with a new white canvas. Sometimes when I have like a super huge mess on the paper, although that one's really soaking into the newspaper, I'll flip this over and smash it in there and pull it up. And sometimes I'll leave it because it looks kind of cool, and sometimes I'll do another pour on top. But we're just going to do another pour on top of this. So let me make sure I've got you in view. Yep, good enough. Okay. So I think if I use any of that really dark, I'm going to use just a touch of it. But I think for the most part, I think we're just going to, I'm going to put some silicone in that real pale gray. Because I didn't put any in it before. I think maybe it needs some. I don't know. Maybe it might not do anything. And I'm not even entirely sure I have enough paint left. It feels like maybe if I stretch it. But, oh, we'll see. Okay, let's do this. Let's do some purple on the bottom. Yeah. And then we'll do some gray. Light gray. Turquoise, because it's too pretty not to use. Let's use a little bit of this. Why not, you know? If it turns out just like the other one, it turns out just like the other one. But it probably won't. I've never done two paintings with the same colors that have turned out anything close to each other. So, let's get the rest of that turquoise in there. Because you don't want to miss a drop of that. Okay, there we go. That's it for the turquoise. Oh, so there's that purple in there. Kind of see if we can mix that in a little bit, but not too much. Oh, there's some. Come on, baby. Okay, there we go. Okay. And for those of you who are actually following me, and it comes up, like you have the bell ringing you, so it like tells you as soon as I put a video up, if it's like long ways, and you can barely see me, just give it like a couple hours, because for some reason my lovely phone, I can't figure out how to turn the video the other direction. So, but I can do it once I upload it to YouTube, but it takes a couple hours. So either wait a little while or just watch it the way it is. Okay. This will hopefully be a lot prettier than the other one. But who knows? Alright, let's do this. I'd love to see what color. Oh, look at that. So pretty. Wouldn't that be awesome if it like turned out like that with all that purple in there and all the turquoise and just a little bit of, that would make a really cool background for something. Okay. Well, let's just do this here. Okay. See, look at that. Oh, where did those little strings come from? I don't like that. Probably from me dragging it. Okay. Well. Alright. Let's give it a little fire. popping up, but look at that. That's kind of cool with a little string coming off both sides. But these cells, like, is anybody else hearing how much I'm saying like? Alright, I gotta stop doing that. Like, it looks kind of like a little, I don't know. You know that little DNA strand thing from Jurassic Park? It's kind of what that dude what that little thing looks like the little DNA guy. You know, from the, if you've watched Jurassic Park, you know what I'm talking about. If you've never seen Jurassic Park, something's wrong with you. You need to go watch it. Anything that has dinosaurs in it, come on, people. Okay. Oh, I'm moving it too fast. Stretching out my cells. But this one is not quite as dark and gloomy as the other one was. So, I guess the other one's good for like a rainy day pour, maybe. And I'm not having like the best day, so it's probably perfect for today. I mean, like, my luck on everything is just going in the toilet. But I don't know, I'm kind of digging the feng shui of the colors. They're all kind of blending and looking cool. My dogs are trying to get in the room. They want to paint too. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Oh, don't pour off. Oh no, I don't want to lose those beautiful cells. I got so much extra over here. Let's just drop some off the side here. Look, see, these little palette knives are so awesome to have. You know, just go to Michael's or, I mean, even Walmart's got the cheapy ones. But I like the metal ones better than the plastic ones. I have no idea why. Can't tell you why, but yeah, if you don't want to like lose all your cells, just get your palette knife out. Okay, come on. There we go. That way it'll pull some of that paint, but you want it to pour like all of it off of there. Look at that. See, that's not going to be a pretty corner at all. Sometimes you can kind of help it out, but I have to pour that corner off. That looks junky. Oh no. Okay. Well, I don't know what's happening here. Not what I had hoped for. I knew I probably shouldn't have painted today. You know, you always, when you want to go paint, you know, you're dying to paint, but you have that feeling that all your paintings, you could try like 20 paintings and they would all just be terrible because it's just not your day to paint. That's my day today. But I don't know. It's kind of pretty, but everything's stretching out too much. No, can't use that. Let's use that one. You want to try and, you know, pick up the colors that are on that corner so that it doesn't look completely out of place. If you leave it, you don't pour it off. But it ends up being this is way too stripy on the backside. Oh, no. Alright. Ugh. I don't know. What do you think, people? God, I wish I could do a live show and then I could say, alright, y'all, what do you think? Should we pour it off? Should we leave it? Should we just throw it in the trash? I mean, it's kind of pretty. It's kind of subtle. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Let's just like maybe set it down, step back from it, take a look. It's kind of pretty. We probably could pick up some more cells and put some heat on it. Let's see. Get all the air bubbles out first. And you know, I see a lot of people that use plastic under here, or you know, a bucket or whatever. I use the newspaper just because I can throw it away, but oh, you gotta watch it because you set it on fire sometimes. So always have a fire extinguisher close. Make sure you're watching what you're doing because you don't want to burn your house down just trying to make pretty paintings. Firemen show up and say, okay, so what happened? Well, I was being stupid and torching my paintings And I decided to set the newspaper on fire. I don't know why I did it. Just, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I kind of like the colors, but it's just like something not quite exciting about this one. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't need to be exciting, right? They don't all have to be exciting. But even though they look completely different, they still look kind of similar for some reason. I don't like this corner over here at all. Let's see if we can pour some, just a little bit of that off. Come on, corner. No, I'm going to stretch out those cells over there if I pour this corner off. No. It's going to have to stay. Oh, okay. I think we're done for the day. Okay, well, it was interesting. So we've learned that this weird, really dark, pretty gray makes a really dark painting. But I really like that light gray, that granite gray, substituting for white, because it really mutes out the colors. It's kind of soothing, which I probably needed today. So, okay, well, I want to thank everybody that subscribed to my channel, and hopefully put up a few more videos, a few more people subscribe to me. Ring that little bell, push the like button, please. Leave me a comment. Let me know, is there something like a color combination you want me to try, or some kind of experiment I can do, because I'm all about experimenting. This is fun. So, oh, look at this like stripe that's all of a sudden coming up through here. Look at that. Where did that come from? That's that dark gray. Oh, look, it's coming up over here too. See, you just don't know what your painting's going to do. I mean, it's probably going to sit here and maybe some more of that gray is going to come up. That is definitely a transparent color. If you like unscrew your little tops and look inside the tops on these little apple barrel, if they haven't been flipped over, if they're sitting upright for a while, unscrew the top and look at it. If it looks kind of clear around the edges, it's probably a transparent color. If it looks really, really thick in there, it's most likely opaque, because these little bottles don't tell you whether they're opaque or transparent. So you kind of have to just experiment. So, and look at the purple. It's really coming through. Like the colors, like the turquoise coming through better, and the purple's coming through better. So like the colors are, you got a little bit going in the background, a little bit coming forward. So, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about this one, but this corner over here just really bothers me. Okay. Walk away. Leave it alone. Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all my sponsors, if I ever get any. Everybody that subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. Keep watching me. And everybody have an awesome day. Make some awesome art.